It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
We are here, and good morning, and welcome to Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback here live from the Kia showroom on beautiful Lafayette Parkway here in LaGrange. I am Nate Shaw. I am the head coach of Lafayette Christian School. I'm joined with me, and he is to my right if you're watching us on the web on eagle1023.com, offensive coordinator Glenn Quiggle. And if you are watching, you may happen to notice this beautiful cup in front of us, which is the state championship trophy for the Georgia Independent Christian Athletic Association, as we, the Lafayette Christian School Cougars, are the 8-man football state champions for the GICAA this year with a 41-30 victory. Coach, you and I are pretty excited, and we had big accomplishment. And just right off the top, let's get into this. Your thoughts?
My first thought is I'm just so happy that we won this thing, and we started out in camp. Got everybody together in camp, and it was hot, and we'd had 2-a-day practices, and we had all kinds of injuries during the middle of the season, and we overcame, and then we had to win essentially 7 games in a row just to hoist this cup. So a testament to all the hard work that was put in by all those young kids that we got on the team, and leadership of our seniors is extremely critical this year.
Yeah, big win for us. I would like to say that it was against Central Christian, the Central Christian School in Sharpsburg, Georgia, just outside of Noonan, formerly Heritage Christian School. The Crusaders, they had a tremendous season, 12-1. Unfortunately, they go down in the in the game, and I can't say I'm disappointed for our side, but we certainly have been there before. And you've had to do this at the end of the season show. At times last year, I think it was either you or Coach Schneering that did it for me. I had to rush to an emergency family situation in New York State, and we've done that. We've done this show, and it's the last show I've always hated. So how much sweeter is it to come in here, get up early on a Saturday morning after getting almost no sleep, and being able to come in here and talk about something that you really, very few get to do.
Well, the best part about that is you may be tired, but you feel really good. So I don't have a voice. I know it was sheer bedlam on the field last night,
Yeah.
The last couple of minutes of the game, and everybody coming out the stands, and then all of a sudden, the game was over, and everybody just went berserk, but we're all hooting and hollering, and I don't have much of a voice today, but I sure am happy about the whole deal, tell you the truth.
Well, that is okay, Coach. We're you're gonna stay here for the next segment. We're gonna talk about the offensive performance. Because put up 41 points, pretty good against a Central defense that had not given up many points all year. Lafayette Christian, state champions, GICAA, 8-man football. Very proud of that. Very proud to represent LaGrange and Troup County. And we're gonna take a break. We're gonna talk about offense when we come up next. You're listening to Lafayette Christian State Championship edition of the Saturday Morning Quarterback here from the Kia showroom in LaGrange on Eagle Sports Radio.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Join us this month participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias, like the 16 Kia Rio LX for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Rio is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy. Price plus tax, tag, and title, stock number 17838.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal.
That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Good morning, everybody. Nate Shaw here, head coach of Lafayette Christian School Cougars, bringing you the Saturday morning quarterback live from the Kia showroom in LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. Still got some Chick-fil-A biscuits down here that we've enjoyed so far. So we got some Cougar fans here and some Cougar players, coaches, family members here in the showroom in LaGrange, checking out these beautiful Kia products. I own a Kia product, and I'm not just shilling this stuff. I actually purchased, so I think they're great cars. And take it for what it's worth here. But we're certainly happy and thankful for our sponsors to give us the kind of recognition that these young men deserve for battling, and not just for us, but for all high school football here in Troup County. And I'm sitting here with offensive coordinator Glenn Quiggle, getting back to our state championship victory, 41-30 over the Central Christian Crusaders out of Sharpsburg, Georgia. Coach, offensively, you can't win if you don't score, to sort of lift from Hoosiers. Even though it's a basketball movie. What were some of the keys for us offensively to really put up those types of points? That's me. Sorry, Coach.
Okay. Well, right off the bat, I think that leadership of a freshman quarterback who is not a freshman anymore. He's endured the season, got into the playoffs, and I can't say enough about the job he did to handle things that we called upon him to do. He's a very steady customer. He made some plays when we needed plays. Mm-hmm. I cannot believe the one play I thought we were short on the first down, and he just kept digging. I thought he was down, and the next thing you know, we got a first down. I still don't know how he did that, how he pulled that off, but very determined young man. Up front, our blocking wasn't too good the first couple of possessions here, and we kind of messed up a couple of plays because we didn't get a surge in the offensive line. But the game plan was to go in and try to set the pace, and we set the pace early by going straight at them and running it right up in there. And we 3 possessions produced 1 touchdown, but the defensive touchdown we scored was huge because it tied the game. And after that, we just seemed to hit another gear, and our blocking became a little bit more exact, a little crisper, and we opened up the holes. Antavius Sands had a real good night carrying the ball, and obviously, Shep, Eli Shepard was a hoss back there, and then you got Jamae. So it was a lot of things we could do, and we made a lot of changes with different plays to go inside and outside. And I really think we wore them down, especially in the second half.
Right.
Probably in the middle of the third quarter, we got it up to 27-18, and it was they were really getting desperate then. So I got to hand it to all the guys on offense for just performing and just taking that mentality of winning one play and then winning the next one and then winning the next one.
Yeah. Well, let's separate a couple of the seniors out here. We have one of our seniors here. Eli Shepard is here. Of course, been a tremendous player for us. Unfortunately, we can't get him back. I don't think he's going to be too old. His eligibility's out. There's no way we can fudge the paperwork to get him back. But talk about the development of an Eli Shepard that we've seen over the years, and talk about him in terms of specifically this game. And I don't know if you observed this as well, but you get a kid like that that's a senior that's taking all the hard knocks. What did you see out of him last night?
Well, the first thing I noticed about him is we were in the locker room in there and we're running over some offensive things before the game. You could look at his eyes. Now, when he came into the program 4 years ago and we looked at his eyes, he was like, oh, my gosh, what did I get myself into? Last night I saw probably the clearest expression I've ever seen in his face when he's sitting there in his uniform holding his helmet. And he looked at me, and I asked those guys, you know, you ready to go and get this job done? And, you know, his eyes were a perfect clear. I've never, I mean, he was determined. I knew things were going to be just right. I really did. And he's a leader. You know, some of the hijinks that go on sometime in the locker room, he got some of that settled down, you know, pretty quick. And everybody was getting dressed. Right. And I think he helped get everybody. So you've seen him come in when we yelled at him, and, you know, he had big eyes, and all of a sudden now he was the leader of the team. I was really pleased to see that. I'll never forget that look. I'll never forget it.
Well, let's sort of switch over and talk about somebody who's newer to the program, a one-year player, Ja'May Reed. Talk about his performance offensively.
Well, yeah, he's on the field all the time. I mean, we can use him on offense. We can use him on defense. He made plays all night long. He had the 2 long returns. It was absolutely awesome. He's got great hands. He made a tremendous catch.
One-handed.
Across the middle. He just snared that ball. It went down and hung on to it. But, you know, for a guy who he uses his basketball ability extremely well, he can change direction so quickly. Yes. He has extremely quick feet, great hands, and he's always heading upfield, it seems to me. And maybe he makes too many cuts at times, but, boy, a lot of people miss. The first guy never gets him down, and sometimes second or third won't get him down either.
A lot stronger than what you think.
Yeah, he's very strong. He's as tough as pig iron, too, I'll tell you that. And he's got tremendous speed. I mean, he you know, you get on that 1/3 of the field over there toward the sidelines. If he gets there, nobody's going to catch him. His football speed is absolutely amazing.
He is. He does have football speed. That's a good way to put it. He also plays like a 220-pound, 147-pounder.
He does.
Yeah. So he's a lot bigger and stronger.
Block of granite right there.
He plays a lot bigger and stronger than what he actually is.
Absolutely.
So talk about the offensive line play while we're on this, and I just, you know, you and I both know, and anybody who knows football and coaches are worth their salt know that the game is still won in the trenches. Talk about offensive line play, just in this game, but throughout the season.
Well, throughout the season, I think we got better as time went on. The first 2 or 3 people that we played, the first 3 people we played this year were decent-sized people, and they were pretty decent up front. But, I mean, our guys took their measure pretty well. But then we got into the middle of the season when we had some injury problems and other little problems and great opponents that we played. We had to really begin to work more in practice about getting help, using backs, double teaming, and just have a simpler blocking plan. And I remember we worked on that every practice. We simplified what we did. And I think it allowed the offensive line to, once you get into the game and you kind of know what you're up against, they tended to get into a rhythm at times. I mean, we've had offensive drives this year, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11 plays where the offensive line just drew back and just got after folks. And
take over the game.
And late in the game when we need to run the clock down, you know, they're not going to stop us. And that was the mindset that these linemen have. And, I mean, I can see 2 of them sitting over here right now that did a pretty good job last night. They were ready to roll.
Yeah. Coach, thanks for coming in this morning. Congratulations to you personally. And, you know, it's always a team thing, but just great to coach with you this year. Thank you for doing the offense. Of course, I know you're proud as all get out of our guys. And thanks for coming in once again. Hey, we're going to take a break here. We're going to thank some people. We're going to thank Key LaGrange, of course, for sponsoring us and running this. And this is a Saturday morning quarterback, Lafayette Christian edition, live from the Kia showroom here on Lafayette Parkway on Eagle Sports Radio.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. Join us this month participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias, like the 16 Kia Rio LX for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Rio is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy. Price plus tax, tag, and title, stock number 17838.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? You can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
Well, good morning once again to the Lafayette Christian School Saturday morning quarterback right here from the Kia showroom in LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. Celebrating a state championship victory over the Central Christian Crusaders out of Sharpsburg with a 41-30 victory. I am Nate Shaw. I'm the head football coach at Lafayette Christian, sitting in for Coleman Weiss, who is taking some time with the family. I'm assuming this weekend, and I'm happy to fill in for him. And he's aware, and he sent me a text last night. He was very happy for us, and Kia was been gracious to us, and a lot of handshakes, a lot of pats on the back, and we have the cup here. If you want to get a look at this beautiful cup, go to eagle1023.com, and you can check that out. Don't worry, we coaches and I haven't shaved today, and we got the face for radio this morning for sure. And as tired as we are, the feeling is great and warm here at the Kia showroom. Check out the great products down here as well. There's lots of guys here ready to help you with your vehicle purchase, and I would encourage you to do that. We've changed up a little bit. We have our defensive coordinator and the original head coach, the original Cougar, Nick Nearing, here sitting next to me. He was the defensive coordinator. He called the defense last night, called a great game. And Coach Nearing, just talk about your feelings and thoughts about the defensive side of the game and some critical things that happened in the game that you thought really kind of helped us establish or put us on the winning track here in the game last night.
Oh, thank you, Coach. Hey, glad to be here this morning with you. And, getting up and coming off a big win is always a great thing, getting on the radio this morning. So appreciate you, Coach, and like I said, being here with Kia and everything. Yeah, it was a game going in last night facing Central, where they are known for offense, scoring a bunch of points. And I actually looked at their season average for points going into the game. They were averaging over 57 points a game. Ooh. So we knew we had our work cut out for them. Of course, we gave up 58 the first time we played them, and, they put up 60 last week. So I was definitely, kind of nervous going in, and we had talked. We had met, had a good game plan, felt like going in, wanting to put some pressure on the quarterback and really trying to squeeze the pocket on him. And our kids came out, I thought, and we battled early with them. We got a big turnover early in the game, which was very important. I thought it gave us some momentum. And as coaches, I think, you guys made some good comments on that too. It really helped us to really get our feet on the ground and really playing hard. Kind of like in that old boxing match you talk about where the first hit, right? Taking that first hit. And so, being championship game, everybody's excited, but that turnover was big. Jamae Reed came up real big on that pick six for us to get us in the game on the scoreboard, I think, right?
Yeah, it was. That was our first score, and it was. I went back and the film's up on. The film's on Huddle, Coach, and this is a little personal conversation, so we can watch it now.
Yes, sir.
But I looked at that play. It was about an 85-yard interception return for touchdown.
Wow.
Remember, we play in an 80-yard field, so he's in the middle of the end zone when he picked that pass.
Wow.
So it was tremendous,
was.
athletic. Of course, he broke to the outside pretty early and into the clear, and I actually never saw him cross the goal line because I was calling for extra point team. I was calling for extra point team because I know he was gonna cross.
Yes.
So that was huge. That gets us into the game, and tied 6-6 early in the middle of the first quarter, really.
That's right.
And did you feel at that point that there was a change in the defensive mindset? Because I'm sitting here and I'm observing. Of course, I was doing your job last year.
Yes.
Maybe not as well.
Nah. You did good, Go.
But in your own mind, what were your feelings on how you thought the defense was performing or had the potential to perform the rest of the game?
Yeah,
at that point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the first time we played them, we went back and watched the film, before last night's game, and looking at how we matched up with them first time, we had a hard time dealing with the quarterback, his ability to run and escape pressure, and so last night our guys did a very good job playing technique. We played very well at the end position, squeezing the pocket on him, and when he did rush and get outside, we were able to contain him.
Yeah. Well, we have a special guest here. Sorry to cut you off here, Coach. We have a special guest here. Here's John from Kia, and we're thank you for having us here today. I know you didn't have to, but we're certainly appreciative of the support that you've given us this year, and actually for the past 4 years. So we're appreciative of that.
It's great. Like I always say, we enjoy the show. The customers, they enjoy watching the show. The sales folks, they enjoy it. But hey, congratulations to you! Awesome.
Well, thank you.
State champions.
You bet.
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's it's not easy when you try to put a group of individuals and have them act like a team. So
that's right.
Hats off to you, man. Pat on the back for that one. That's a
you,
good job, especially when you got young individuals like that. You got to get all their minds going in the same direction.
Well, it's probably not much different than trying to corral what's going on here.
Yeah, I got a lot of young minds right here. I'm trying to corral them too. But hey, folks, listen, if you're out and about today, stop by Kia LaGrange. We're having a great time out here. We're doing a sell down on the 2015s, and we're going to save you a lot of money. So the only place you need to know is Kia LaGrange. Come and see us, and if you stop by early enough, come and shake this guy's hand. He did a great job. State champions. That's pretty awesome.
All right, thank you, sir. Once again, just tremendously proud to represent LaGrange and Troup County. Of course, thankful to Kia for helping support all of that. Not only Lafayette Christian, Troup County, and Callaway as well.
Good deal. Y'all take care. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, handshakes and pats on the back is always a great thing.
That's right.
Hey, this will be a good time to take a break, and then we'll come back with Coach Nearing. And we'll talk more football. We got one other special guest with us here as well, who is also very tired. He's trying not to fall asleep on our tables here. We got some of our players here talking as well. Come on down to Kia Showroom here on Lafayette Parkway here in LaGrange. Check out the Kias. Say hi to us. Maybe we'll let you hold the trophy here. And if you can't get down here, come on and check it out online. Eagle1023.com. You were listening to Lafayette Christian Saturday Morning Quarterback here on Eagle Sports Radio.
Hi friends, Jess Flichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Join us this month participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias, like the 16 Kia Rio LX for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Rio is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all. Or visit us online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy. Price plus tax, tag and title, stock number 17838.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Morning, everybody. Nate Shaw here. Head coach of Lafayette Christian School Cougars, sitting in for Coleman Weiss. This is the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback, state championship edition. Right here. Happy to represent LaGrange and Troup County and West Georgia football here, bringing home a state championship victory with a 41-30 victory over the Central Christian Crusaders out of Sharpsburg, Georgia. Sitting in with Coach Nearing, defensive coordinator, Lafayette Christian School. We've been talking about some of the important things in defense. Talk specifically about who played. Really defensively as a unit, I'll say this. Defensively unit, we played very, very together. Pretty disciplined defense. Any particular standouts to you, and who really showed out, I guess, in your opinion?
Yes. Our defensive line played really good last night. They really did. Jacob Lucan starting that rush in. Levi McCurry at nose tackle for us. And Josh Shepard at defensive end. Those guys did a great job. Pressuring the quarterback, keeping the pocket, not losing contain. And then, the quarterback, when he did get outside, we had good pursuit. So those guys did a great job. Had some guys coming off the bench also, like Antavius Sands. Got pressure on the quarterback, really did a good job. Of course, Eli Shepard, he was all over the field last night for us on defense, making plays. And John Parham also. And our coverage guys did a good job too, because we had to maintain our coverage when that quarterback's back there. Anytime you got a good quarterback, you can't break coverage and lose responsibility on what your job is. So those guys did a good job over the top. Of course, Jermaine Reed, we mentioned him before. Lane,
two interceptions on the night. 2
interceptions, exactly right. Lane Brooks had our free safety. Jess Hill had a very good pass defense in the fourth quarter to help us
that was big.
Get a stop. That's right. And John Parham, mentioned him before. So, those guys did a good job for us last night of, like you said, playing as a unit, hanging tough, and they made plays because they were a good team, but our defense hung tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was talking about this at one of the interviews I had last night. It's a swarm of interviews after something like this happens. But I do vaguely remember mentioning we met it was the game before the playoffs. Our last game of the regular season, we talk about breaking tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
We broke a tendency. We broke a tendency coverage-wise. Talk about our breaking tendencies and how much do you think that our breaking our tendency affected them and sort of let us be able to be successful defensively?
Oh, that's a good question, Coach. Well, we coverage-wise, like you said, we decided to go in this game and try something a little different, where we wanted to man up with them in our coverage, play a little more man coverage, and try and bring some more pressure at the quarterback. And I thought that was a good thing. Our guys were able to match up really well, and keep that coverage. But then also that freed up us sometimes to bring a little more pressure on the quarterback. And I think we got to him. We did a better job of getting to him. And we still played some zone at time to time, but mixing things up, giving a little variety in there, like you said. At a time like that can be a game changer, and it was. Yeah.
Of course, it didn't hurt that we had tremendous personnel, really across the board. We have some actually tremendous athletes. And
yes.
I thought we were able to, with doing that, we were able to match up with them better.
Yep.
And we really took their number one receiver away.
Mm-hmm.
He was rendered virtually ineffective. He had a couple of catches. He had a couple of big catches. So
yes.
Stats-wise, he looks big, but he really was the non-factor
mm-hmm.
in the game for us. And really, Jermaine Reed did a great job of taking him out of the game. Of course, Lane Brooks, our all-time career interception leader,
mm-hmm. and
he had a couple in his hands, and he wanted to reel in pretty bad.
Yes.
But he just had a great game in coverage. I mean, he had several passes defense. I mean, he had multiple 3 or 4 passes defense.
He did. He made some big tackles too.
He made some big tackles too,
mm-hmm.
and we were looking at the tackle sheet just this week when we're starting to go, sort of tally our final stats, and I was surprised at how many tackles he actually had. He had over 60 tackles.
That's true.
Just up until that doesn't include the tackles he had this week. So just a great game defensively for us, holding Central to their lowest point total scored for the season for 2015. So that was certainly a huge key to victory. And, Coach, you put in a lot of – I said this, and I'll say this, including Coach Quiggle as well. They're the original coaching staff here at Lafayette Christian, and they said, well, let's take a bunch of soccer players and let's see if we can play football. And it's a tough task to start up a program. And, of course, Coach Nearing, I've not been here the whole time, so I don't take full credit for this. But these men have taken out of their time and done something that's very difficult, and I think this trophy in front of us right now speaks to their dedication and hard work, and, of course, the hard work of our boys as well. I'm glad to be part of that. I'm proud to be part of that. I'm proud to work for Lafayette Christian and to be able to represent that organization as well, and I think we've done it as good a way as possible here, Coach. So congratulations to you.
Thank you,
and
Coach.
thanks for joining us here today. Coach Nick Nearing, defensive coordinator, Lafayette Christian School Cougars. We're going to take a break right here. You're listening to Lafayette Christian, Saturday morning quarterback, right here on Eagle Sports Radio.
Hi, friends. Just clicked here with Key of LaGrange. Join us this month participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias, like the 16 Kia Rio LX for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Rio is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy. Price plus tax, tag, and title, stock number 17838.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson, because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
Hey, welcome back to the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback, live from the Kia showroom on Lafayette Parkway here in LaGrange. Come on down. Lots of great vehicles here on the lot. Great staff down here, too. I know because I bought a Kia myself, and I'm happy to do business locally here. It's just a great thing. We're lucky to have really a great community altogether. My wife and I moved down here in 2011, a great community to live in. Of course, working at Lafayette Christian School and celebrating our state championship here. I am Nate Shaw, the head coach of Lafayette Christian School, by the way. So if you're just joining us, I'm sitting here with our assistant coach, Kevin Payne, first-year coach here for Lafayette Christian School Cougars. Not too bad for a rookie season at coach here.
No, not at all. It's been quite a ride. I think my response is gratitude. I've been happy to be invited to be a part of this, and I've really enjoyed working with the guys and getting to know them, and getting to end every school afternoon and go play football, basically.
That's right. Coach Payne, you come into Lafayette Christian, your first year at Lafayette Christian, first year coaching officially in a coaching capacity. Yeah. You've been around football a lot, doing a lot of media and stuff like that, doing a lot of film. But let's talk about something that you did which is your responsibility. You don't have a fancy title like coordinator of this or coordinator of that, defense coordinator, head coach, but you just get the assistant moniker. But you've been working with our younger players and doing like scout team and stuff like that. And I just want to say that, it can't be overlooked. Your work here is not overlooked because it's very important to what we have to do. So, and it also gives us a look into the future as to what we have in Lafayette Christian School football. So, kind of speak to the future of the kids that you work with mostly, on a day-to-day practice that don't get that don't get the fancy stats, that don't get a huge amount of playing time. And what do you see in terms of the future for Lafayette Christian School football?
Well, I'll step out of football for a second and see it as like just a mentor and a teacher. Like, first and foremost, I think for the future of these guys, we want to emphasize what that C means in our name. We're Lafayette Christian School.
That's right.
And for these guys, we can use football as a way to share life with them so that they can hear, understand, and accept the gospel of Jesus Christ, first and foremost.
Sure.
And that is God has redeemed us through the work of Christ. And so through that, we can take care of what the big picture is and then move on to other things. And the other things is developing these guys as young men, helping them mature, helping them know that freshmen have to put in the work now so as seniors they can hold up that trophy. It's not just hey, we show up at camp in August and we're going to end up in the playoffs in November. Like, we've got freshmen now that are working for 2017, 2018, and what that playoff means for them. So obviously we want them to mature as young men. We want them to mature in their relationship with God first and foremost. And also, like, for me personally, what I've been able to do with other programs that I've worked with, whether it was in Louisiana or with Troop High School, is to give these guys a chance at the next level, to give them a goal to work towards that goes past high school. And so just trying to remind them that what they do now might not pay off this season, but there's a goal 3 and 4 seasons down the line and maybe even at the next level that makes getting beat to death and getting put on their backs 100 times and probably, getting McKibbened and
oh my, we might have to explain that, but
we'll give you a shout out, Matt. But to let these guys know that the beating that they're taking now does have a future a payoff if they're willing to work with it and stay the course. And so that's been a privilege to get to know some of these guys, and it's been an experience.
It's been an experience. Well, I certainly appreciate you bringing up why we have that C in our name. And for those that haven't ever seen our logos, we have an LC in a helmet, and it's not for Lafayette Cougars; it's for Lafayette Christian.
Yeah.
And we actually, just to let you know, we're gonna change our logos next year. So that was the swan song for the big LC.
Yeah.
And just on our helmets, and I know I like the LC. A lot of people like the LC, but I think it's time for a change. It doesn't mean that our mission's going to change like that. Talk about some of the personnel that we had. I guess more specifically going back to football. I don't want to sort of squash what you said because that's actually the reason why we do things. But football-wise, you win the state championship, you lose 10 seniors. Is that a reason to say, well, this was a nice thing?
I don't know. We heard a comment from another coach a couple weeks ago, and it was a classy remark that we do lose a lot of seniors. But I wanted to look at him and say, hey, buddy, we just beat you with a freshman quarterback.
That's right.
And so we've got freshman contributors. Mitch Crandall, who played significantly early in the season. And he will be a running back for us more than likely. He's a football player, and we knew that the second he set foot on camp. We're like, oh, my gosh, this kid, he's for real.
Yeah, and even don't take his diminutive size into account necessarily.
No, he's a little Tasmanian devil. And then you've got in fact, all 4 of our freshmen are a little crazy, we think.
That is correct.
And it is a good thing. But you've got Mitch, who's an underclassman, who's put in his time in the practice room and in the practice field. It's going to pay off soon. Lana's our starting quarterback, and varsity play in state championship in high-stakes games. And that's all these guys have known because everything since the middle of the season has been a playoff game. We've been, we reeled off 7 playoff wins in a row. Because we lose any of those and we're out. Landon converts 4th downs in high-pressure situations now in his sleep. That's just what he knows. And he's 14, 15 years old. Sam Asbell, significant playing time at shark linebacker and on special teams. He's going to be a contributor. He's taken a good leadership role on the team to be an example as a young player who gets it. John Turton missed some time because of injuries and because of sickness, but I mean, he's an athlete, and he's shown that he can play, and he's paid that off on special teams. So we've got a freshman group here that's ready to go. And then not to mention you got sophomore contributors and underclassmen, Knox Everett, Jess Hill, who we're going to lean on a lot next year. So.
That's right. A couple of more Cougars came in see the show here. We got some family members here. We got Antavius Sands, 2 touchdowns last night for the Cougars. Antavius Sands, give me a wave here. He's in his phone. These kids are always in their phone.
Where's Antavius?
Antavius.
Man, cool.
There we go. He's here also. Will Reed came out for us, was a practice player for us, and we're really proud to have him around us. And to be a practice player means you never play. And there was a it really is it speaks to his character to keep showing up and want to be part of this team. And so we're proud of Will Reed, and we hope to get him on the field next year. Talk about young players as well.
Yeah.
And so we're happy to have him. Dylan Yingling is here. He's a kid that came out. He enrolled very late at Lafayette, almost the day before school started, and he said, I want to play football. And he missed a little bit of time, but he came out. He got some time in here early too. And so he's a prospect, and he kind of went through the freshman and sophomore thing. Maybe this isn't all worth it. But he stuck it out when he could have quit. And I'm very, very proud of him for that. Of course, he's here supporting his team here, and he's very, very excited to be part of a championship team too. So that looks well into the future for Lafayette Christian football. Impressions of the game itself in terms of just a coach standing on the sidelines watching the game unfold. Your just overall quick impressions, maybe in a minute.
You can't say this on the sideline to the guys, but I felt that if we led at halftime or if we were within a score going into the fourth quarter, that we would win. Our team showed determination. They showed experience. They know how to play in tight games. They know how to keep pounding away, and we knew they wouldn't quit. And I think it was evident when I don't want to say we wanted it more because they always wanted it. I just think that the guys were conditioned to play in tough games and know how to find ways to win. And I felt confident going into it. Basically, at halftime, I thought we had it. That was the impression. The also impression is that the guys rally around each other. They play disciplined football, and they support each other and trust the coaches. And so. Really, again, just gratitude for being able to be around a class bunch of guys.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, and it was interesting, and it was kind of hard being the head coach in this situation. I really felt like I had to kind of grab the reins on them at halftimes a little bit. I didn't want to. Then we led by 8 at halftime. Was it 8?
Yeah, it was 20-12.
We led by 8. And they came off the field like we had won the game. It was hard. I felt like I was having to hold that reins all the time on a thoroughbred who wanted to get going. But really, we never trailed the rest of the game. They got within 2, and that was really as close as they ever got. And we ended up leading by 17 late. We win by 11. They scored with 21 seconds left or something like that. They onside kicked it. We recovered it, and we were able to get in victory formation. It's tremendously satisfying. I'm glad. I always bring a change of clothes in a situation like that, and I'm glad I did because I was soaked after the game. I got the traditional dunk, and I don't know how they do it. I told somebody about midway through the fourth quarter, we don't need any more water. Go dump that out. But they, of course, never listen. And
I didn't have anything to do with it. I was just told to stay away from you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. But no, it is part of the job, and. It was certainly worth it. I'll get freezing cold water poured all over me when it's 50 degrees out.
Yeah.
Any day if you get to hoist a trophy, and more importantly, hang out with a good coaching staff and be able to coach a bunch of goofballs like we did this year. And it was just our character of our team, cracking jokes right before the game at halftime. Always a smile, always a smirk. Just a different bunch of guys. Tremendously proud of them, and we'll see what we can do next year. And congratulations to our seniors, and thank all the people for showing up. in supporting us here today and supporting us throughout the season. Of course, Kia LaGrange as well for doing one more show for us for our state championship edition show. I am Nate Shaw, the head coach of Lafayette Christian School, here with Kevin Payne directly. Thank you to Coach Glenn Quiggle, Coach Nick Nearing, Nikovia, Terrell. Yes, I remembered. I finally remembered here. Thank you to Britt and T-Bird back in the station for all the work they do. Thank you to Coleman Weiss and to everybody who helps put this together. And thank you to all our fans. Just to recap once again, Lafayette Christian, GICA state champs, 41-30 victory over the Central Christian Crusaders. And you have been listening to the Lafayette Christian Cougars State Championship Saturday morning quarterback edition right here on Eagle Sports Radio.
WLAG